Today, we're going over the March 2025 6 cents 6 sack. Let's go ahead and dive in. All right, so this month we've got a black sack with white stitching. I feel like this is the most common color, and it's been a while since I've gotten a 6 cent sack. Maybe it's just what they do around this time of year. I don't know, but let's go ahead and see what's in here. And I apologize if my voice is off. I'm at the tail end of a cold and just finally starting to feel better. Alright, so the first thing we have in here is the Busa Ned 3.3. And this is in green pumpkin. Kind of looks like a, well, I guess it's got to be a Ned rig bait. Okay. So yes, little stick bait, obviously meant for Ned rigging. Got ribbing on it. And a little bit of a, I guess you can say, bulbous tail. It feels like typical 6 cents plastic. So it's not going to be the most durable thing like Z-Man products are. But, I mean, it's 6 cents, so we know it's quality. But again, that's the Busa Ned 3.3 in green pumpkin. Yeah, I think that's pretty good. I'm definitely interested to give these a try. I really like to use Ned rigs, so this definitely be something I would use. Yeah, that's pretty good. All right, so the next thing we have in here, we have a pack of Bodega 6.5 in green pumpkin blue. And those definitely look like a type of creature bait. Let's see here. Oh wow, these are much bigger than I thought they were. So yeah, it's a green pumpkin plastic, typical green pumpkin, green plastic with black flakes, but it also has a light blue flake in there. But these look like they'd be interesting. They're big. Yes, it's a big lure. Other than my last bass fishing trip where I caught my new PB, which I'll link the video right up here. I don't know if there's anything around here really that could eat something this big. I mean, it seems nice and all, but maybe it would work. Maybe these appendages are not really what bass is going to focus on. Maybe it's going to focus on the body. But anyway, that's the Bodega 6.5 in green pumpkin. Yeah, I mean, it's a nice plastic. I like it, but again, it's just so big. But I'll definitely give it a try. I mean, I now know where a nearly 9-pound fish is that easily could eat this. So it'd be worth seeing if it will munch on this. Alright, so next item we have here is a pack of hooks, and it's actually not a sample pack, which is always nice to see, but it's a pack of their jugular hybrid hooks, and this is the 4/0 size. So these should go pretty well with the Bodega 6.5s. The only thing we need, of course, is a weight, because I don't know that these are really, well, I guess you could throw those weightless. They might be heavy enough to throw weightless. But yeah, it's nice to see they actually put some hooks in here that go with a soft plastic. That's nice. All right, next thing we have here is a pack of the Ox flipping hooks. And again, that's a full pack, as usual, from 6 cents. And it's in the 4/0 size. I don't know why these are in here. Of course, I haven't gone through the whole bag yet, so then maybe there's something that these will go with. I guess these could go with the Bodegas. They're flipping hooks, so I guess you could throw a flipping weight on there and put one of those Bodegas on here. Just isn't the way I would probably fish them personally. I would probably Texas rig them or maybe even put them like on a jig as a trailer. But yeah, I mean, it's still nice to see some hooks and it being a full-size pack. All right, so next thing we have in here just so happens to be a jig. It's their Axle Hybrid jig. And of course, it's in green pumpkin black. So that would go really well with the Bodegas. And this is actually a 5/0 size hook on this one. Let's see if we can get this thing out of here. Okay. I hadn't actually seen the Axle Hybrid hook jig. I don't know if this is a new item or just I haven't seen it. But the hook is actually on it's got a I don't know how to describe it, a little, I guess, axle. So the hook, if you see this, actually can go like swing down on the head. It also has a little screw lock mechanism on it too, so that will keep your bait in place. I don't know the exact idea behind having that swinging hook. I guess maybe it can reduce the amount of pressure the fish can put on the hook and make it less likely it can pop it out of its mouth. I'm not really sure. But it seems to be a nice jig. Again, that's the Axle Hybrid jig in green pumpkin black. Yeah, I'll definitely give this a try. My PB bass, I caught it on a jig and a creature bait from Deep Creek Lures. But this will be interesting to try this too. Yeah, I like that. Alright, so next thing we have in here is a pack of the Bamboa 5.3 ribbed stickworms. And these are in blood apple. So yeah, these look like they're pretty much a standard stickworm. But they're just ribbed instead of being solid. The blood apple color is interesting. It's kind of, it's red, but it almost has a little bit of a purple hue to it, which might be because of the flake. There's definitely like, I can't tell if it's gold or like a light or lime green flake in there, and then a blue flake. But yeah, these seem pretty nice. That might explain what the flipping hooks are for, maybe. Unless they intend for you to use the hybrid hooks for these and Texas rig them, and use the flipping hooks for the bodegas. But I mean, again, it seems to be a nice plastic, and I mean, I would give them a try. And stick baits aren't necessarily a lure that I use often or really much, but it is a type of lure that I want to get a little more comfortable with because I know they supposedly work really well. But again, that's the Bamboa 5.3 in blood apple. Alright, so next thing we have in here is a Swank 66X. This dives 2 to 5 feet and is half an ounce. And the color is Shad Surge. So reading the back of the package, they're saying that this L-shaped bill is supposed to make it easier to rip it out of the grass if you get caught up in grass. And it also apparently creates a unique hunting action, so they say. So it has a loud knocker, rattle, and BBs in it. I can definitely tell there's one big knocker in here and some smaller stuff. So that sounds like. Yeah, it definitely makes an interesting noise compared to most crankbaits. Having those extra rattles and BBs and the one big knocker too. It looks nice. Nice sharp hooks. Paint job's great, which 6 cents. I've never seen a bad paint job from them. Again, that's the Swank 66X in Shad Surge. Yeah, I'll be interested to give this a try. Not a huge hard bait person. I know I've got a ton of them, but I don't tend to go towards those. I usually go for soft plastics first. We'll be interested to see what this one does, because this is unique. I mean, that bill's unique and the sound's unique. Yeah, that's pretty good. All right, so the last thing in the sack is a Provoke 97 DDSI Silent Deep Diver Premier Jerkbait. And this is in Live Gizzard Flash. I've never used a Provoke. I'm not really a huge jerkbait user, but it looks nice. And this one dives 4 to 8 feet, and it's ½ an ounce. All right, wow, that paint job. It just looks great. I mean, look at that. It's just crazy. But yeah, it looks really nice. Again, I'm not a huge jerkbait user. I'm pretty sure this is the most expensive lure in this sack by quite a bit. I've never priced these, but I feel like I've heard these are pretty pricey. Okay, so yeah, they're about $15 a piece, which to me is crazy for a jerkbait. I'm sure it's not by any means the most expensive jerkbait out there, but that's still way more than I would want to spend on a jerkbait. Again, that's the Provoke 97 DDSI Silent Deep Diver. Yeah, I would definitely give it a try. It would have to blow me away to make me want to buy another one of these, just because they are pretty pricey. But I definitely would give it a try. It looks nice. I could definitely see it catching fish. But yeah. All right, so what did you think about this March 6 cents 6-sack? Let us know down in the comments. If you enjoyed the video, make sure you give it a like. And if you want to see more content like this in the future, make sure you're subscribed. We'll see you on the next one.